Hey there, baseball fans and sports enthusiasts. Grab your snacks, settle in, and prepare for a deep dive into one of the most talked about MLB deals of the offseason. Yes, you guessed it, Alex Bregman, the veteran infielder known for his flair on the field, has officially signed a 3-year, $120 million contract with the Boston Red Sox. Now, while the numbers might sound like a dream come true, there's more than meets the eye with this deal. Is it a masterstroke or merely a pillow deal, engineered by necessity? Today, we're unpacking every twist and turn of this deal with a generous dose of humor and a pinch of skepticism. So, buckle up for a ride through free agency drama, behind-the-scenes negotiations, and some spicy stats that might just change how you view Bregman's next chapter. The free agency roller coaster. Let's rewind the tape a bit. For months, the rumor mills have been churning about Alex Bregman's free agency journey, a journey that was anything but smooth. Ranked number 4 on Yahoo Sports' list of top free agents this winter, Bregman was one of the last big names on the market. Picture it. A veteran player with a storied career, weighing in offers ranging from 6-year mega deals to astronomical sums north of $170 million. Yet, in the end, the only suitor willing to make a deal was the Boston Red Sox. And here's the kicker. This isn't the blockbuster offer many expected. Instead, Bregman found himself settling for what some are calling a pillow deal. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is a pillow deal? Well, in the world of free agency, it's the kind of contract that, on paper, looks comfortable but might not have the same firepower as some of the more glamorous long-term deals. With opt-out clauses after the first and second seasons, it's almost as if Bregman and his camp decided to play it safe. After all, who wouldn't want a safety net in the volatile arena of MLB free agency? It's like signing up for a vacation package with multiple exit options. You get the fun without the commitment. The pillow deal unwrapped. Details you need to know. Let's break down the nuts and bolts of this agreement. The deal is worth a total of $120 million over 3 years. Yes, that sounds like a lot. But when you factor in the opt-out clauses, it's clear that this contract is more about short-term assurance than long-term promise. Imagine being in a relationship where your partner can leave after the first 2 dates. Awkward. Right? That's essentially the dynamic at play here. Bregman's free agency didn't exactly go his way. And this contract, though lucrative, comes with conditions that hint at uncertainties about his long-term role in Boston. But don't get us wrong, there's a silver lining. By locking in this deal, Bregman has ended the free agency drama that had fans and analysts on the edge of their seats. It's a win for stability, even if it means playing it cautious. And let's be honest, in today's unpredictable sports landscape, stability can be just as valuable as a blockbuster long-term contract. The stats that spooked the suitors. Now, before you start picturing Bregman as the hero of the season, let's talk numbers. While his career has been filled with memorable highlights, the 2024 season raised a few red flags for the teams in the market. Despite his undeniable talent, Bregman's performance took a bit of a nosedive in certain areas. One of the most significant concerns was his plate discipline. His chase rate spiked to 23.6%, a number he hadn't seen since 2017, and his swing rate soared to 44.9%, his highest since 2016. This overzealous approach led to a strikeout rate of 13.6%, another high not witnessed in a full season for him since 2017. On top of that, his walk rate plummeted from 12.7% in 2023 to a concerning 6.9% in 2024, resulting in a meager .315 on-base percentage. For a player of his caliber, these numbers were like a warning light blinking on a dashboard, loud and clear. And let's face it, no team wants to invest in a free agent whose numbers look more like a plot twist in a bad movie than a triumphant comeback story. So, while some teams might have been willing to gamble on Bregman's star power, others balked at the risk. His age played a part too. At 30 years old, with his 31st birthday just around the corner, teams were understandably cautious about investing in a player who might be peaking or starting to decline. It's the classic case of, do we bet on experience or potential longevity? And in this instance, the balance tipped towards caution, resulting in a contract that's as much about hedging bets as it is about celebrating past glories. Red Sox's master plan, positioning for success. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the Boston Red Sox. Why did they take the plunge and sign Bregman? Well, the Red Sox aren't exactly known for shying away from bold moves. With a roster that already includes the dynamic Rafael Devers, a younger, high-performing player on a more generous contract, the team saw an opportunity to add depth and versatility to their lineup. But here's where it gets interesting. Reports suggest that Bregman might be shifting positions. Yes, you heard that right. ESPN's Jeff Passan recently hinted that Bregman could transition to second base for the upcoming season. For a guy who has previously donned the gloves at shortstop, second base, and even flirted with left field, this isn't entirely out of character. But it does signal a significant adjustment. Imagine being asked to switch from playing the role of a rock star to a seasoned character actor. There's potential for a brilliant comeback. Or at the very least, a fascinating new chapter. So why second base? With Devers' stellar performance and his hefty contract, the Red Sox likely want to maximize their on-field chemistry and create a situation where every player can shine. By moving Bregman to a new position, the team might be aiming to optimize their defensive alignment and bring fresh energy to their infield. It's a strategic play that, while risky, could pay off if Bregman reinvents himself in the role. Comparisons and what could have been. Let's take a moment to compare Bregman's deal to some of his contemporaries. If you've been following the free agency circus, you might recall the rollercoaster journeys of players like Cody Bellinger and Jordan Montgomery. Both of them ended up with shorter contracts laden with opt-outs, a trend that seems to be the hallmark of deals brokered by the notorious agent Scott Boras. And then there were success stories like Matt Chapman and Blake Snell, who managed to turn similar deals into long-term wins. The difference here is subtle yet significant. Bregman's contract, while lucrative on the surface, carries the unmistakable signature of a compromise. It's as if the saying, "better safe than sorry," was the mantra guiding the negotiations. And while some might see this as a lackluster outcome for a player once touted for his explosive potential, others argue that it's a pragmatic move in a market where caution often trumps ambition. Think about it. In today's game, even the best can have an off year. And sometimes, a short-term deal is exactly what you need to reset and come back stronger. The Red Sox are banking on Bregman using this opportunity to shake off the rust and prove that his best days aren't behind him. It's a gamble that could either redefine his career or serve as a cautionary tale about the risks of free agency. The future of Alex Bregman, a new chapter begins. So, what does the future hold for Alex Bregman in Boston? That's the million-dollar question, and one that we're here to explore. With the Red Sox's expectations hanging in the balance, Bregman now faces the dual challenge of reviving his performance and adapting to a new role on the field. The pressure is on, and every at-bat, every swing, and every defensive play will be scrutinized like never before. Imagine the scenario. A veteran player stepping into a new role, surrounded by a mix of seasoned pros and rising stars, all while trying to redefine his identity on the diamond. It's the kind of storyline that could rival the best of sports dramas, filled with moments of triumph, setbacks, and, hopefully, redemption. And as fans, we're all here for it. But let's be real for a moment, change is never easy. Especially when it involves a shift in position and a recalibration of one's game. Bregman's new contract might be seen by some as a safety net. But it also serves as a wake-up call. With opt-outs looming after the first 2 seasons, he's got a built-in deadline to prove that he can adapt, evolve, and deliver the kind of performance that fans have come to expect. Will this contract be the catalyst for a remarkable comeback? Or will it mark the beginning of a downward spiral? Only time will tell. One thing is for sure. The Red Sox are not taking any chances. They've secured a player with undeniable talent and a wealth of experience. But they're also aware of the risks. And in the high-stakes world of MLB, every decision counts. The impact on the Red Sox roster and beyond. The signing of Alex Bregman is more than just an addition to the roster. It's a strategic maneuver that could reshape the dynamics of the team. With Rafael Devers already establishing himself as a cornerstone of the offense, Bregman's arrival forces the coaching staff to rethink the infield configuration. The possibility of moving him to second base isn't just a minor tweak. It's a signal that the Red Sox are willing to experiment and adapt in order to maximize their overall performance. Moreover, this move has implications for team chemistry. Veteran leadership, especially from a player like Bregman who's weathered the ups and downs of a long MLB career, can have a ripple effect throughout the clubhouse. His experience, both the successes and the setbacks, might serve as a valuable resource for younger players looking to learn the ropes. Of course, the flip side is that any lingering doubts about his performance could also cast a shadow over the team's future prospects. It's a delicate balancing act, and the coming season will be a true test of how well the Red Sox can integrate a player with such a complex free agency background. Humorous take: the pillow deal paradox. Let's take a lighthearted detour for a moment. Imagine if free agency contracts came with actual pillows, soft, fluffy, and perfect for napping when things don't go your way. In this alternate universe, Bregman's deal would be marketed as the Pillow Deal Deluxe. It would come with a built-in snooze button, opt-out options that double as extra fluff, and maybe even a complimentary cup of hot cocoa for those chilly days on the field. While we're not exactly in the business of selling bedtime accessories, the term pillow deal has certainly caught on as a tongue-in-cheek way to describe contracts that seem more about cushioning the fall than guaranteeing a soaring future. And in the case of Bregman, it might just be the pragmatic, if not entirely glamorous, solution that both he and the Red Sox needed. Lessons from the deal. What can we learn? There's a broader lesson hidden in the intricacies of this deal. In the high-octane world of professional sports, even the most talented players can face challenging times. Bregman's story is a reminder that success isn't always linear. And sometimes, the best path forward is the one that offers flexibility and a chance to regroup. While fans might have dreamed of a blockbuster, long-term contract that cements a player's legacy, the reality of the market, and the unpredictable nature of performance, often forces both players and teams to settle for more measured agreements. In this context, the Red Sox's willingness to take a calculated risk on Bregman speaks volumes about their approach. They're not chasing flashy headlines, they're making a strategic move to secure talent, even if it comes with strings attached. And as Bregman embarks on this new chapter, he's not just carrying his bat and glove, he's also shouldering the weight of expectations, history, and the ever-watchful eyes of baseball fans around the world. Fan reactions and the road ahead. Now, let's bring the conversation to you, our amazing viewers. What do you think of Alex Bregman's new deal? Is it a bold move that could reignite his career? Or does the presence of opt-out clauses signal caution for what's to come? Perhaps you see it as a strategic win for the Boston Red Sox, positioning them to navigate the uncertainties of the modern MLB landscape. Or maybe you're simply amused by the term pillow deal and the inherent irony of it all. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your opinions, predictions, and even your wildest scenarios. Could Bregman surprise us all by transforming his game and becoming a linchpin for the Red Sox? Or will the contract's built-in safety nets end up being a double-edged sword? Whether you're a die-hard baseball fan or just here for the drama, your voice matters in this unfolding story. Final thoughts? A new era or a temporary fix? As we wrap up today's deep dive into the Alex Bregman story, one thing remains abundantly clear: free agency in MLB is as unpredictable as a knuckleball in a windy stadium. Bregman's journey, from being the last major free agent on the board to signing a contract that's equal parts lucrative and cautious, reflects the ever-changing dynamics of the sport. While the deal may not have been the fairy tale ending some had hoped for, it undoubtedly sets the stage for a fascinating season ahead in Boston. For Bregman, the challenge now is to shed any lingering doubts and prove that he can adapt, thrive, and perhaps even reinvent himself in a new role. For the Red Sox, it's about striking the perfect balance between experienced leadership and the relentless drive of youth. And for us, the fans, it's the thrill of witnessing another chapter in the unpredictable saga of baseball. Call to action. Join the conversation. If you enjoyed this in-depth analysis, and if you appreciate a blend of humor, hard-hitting stats, and a touch of drama, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Share this video with your fellow baseball buffs. And let's get the conversation going in the comments. Do you think Alex Bregman will rise to the challenge? Or is this the beginning of a cautionary tale in free agency? We can't wait to hear your thoughts. Thank you for watching. And here's to a season filled with unexpected twists, electrifying plays, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. Until next time, keep cheering, keep debating, and most importantly, keep loving the game of baseball.